Welcome into our special Total Team Washburn's Journey to Elite. I'm Andrew Lind. Over the next half hour, we'll be talking all things Washburn men's basketball as the Ichabods prepare for their first Elite Eight appearance since 2001 with hopes to keep their run going. 13's Katie Marr is already out in Evansville to bring you coverage throughout the week. But before she and the Bods left, she sat down with head coach Brett Ballard to look back on what got them to this point.
You get all these pieces together. You've got the senior leadership, a star point guard in Jack Batchelor, and a lot of key pieces that run this team really deep. Did you realize preseason this was going to be a team that could do something special?
I thought at the end of last year we finished strong, we were young, and I knew we had a good chance to have all those guys back. When we landed Jacob Hanna in the transfer portal, that was our top target, so I felt really good about that. Our very first team meeting, when I met with them in August, I told them that our slogan was going to be to hunt because I thought that we had a chance to be really good. I thought we'd be picked #1 in the league. I didn't want to be hunted. I wanted to be hunting. As good as I thought we could be, this has probably exceeded even what I thought this group could accomplish. Not that I didn't think we could make it to the Elite Eight, but just how they handled the entire season and how well we played consistently. But they have risen to the challenge, and I did think going into this season we had a chance.
Yeah, and something I really liked was when you guys got that #1 ranking in January. You said that week, a lot of coaches will say rankings don't matter, we just got to handle our business. But you actually said you wanted to kind of stop and smell the roses a little bit. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I just saw Rick Pitino was quoted the last day or two how much he's trying to just enjoy the moment. And he talks about, when he's a younger coach, how it's hard for all of us, how it's hard to enjoy it because you're just in such a grind. And, the pressure there is to try to win, especially in a league like ours. And it's not perfect, but I really do try to appreciate the moment, stay in the moment, and then give that message to our guys.
After that, a few weeks later, you guys suffer your first loss of the season, back-to-back losses, both on the road. Seemed just a little bit like a trap right there. What was your message to the team in that moment, and how did you get them to bounce back?
Thanks for bringing that back up. I've tried to erase that from my memory. That was a bad road trip. Obviously you're disappointed in that moment. It was probably what this team needed, a little bit of a reset. The great thing about these guys is they used that the right way as motivation. We came back in and got better. We came back in and got better, after the loss in Kansas City as well. So, again, they've handled the highs well, and they've handled some adversity well. Man, when those lights came on in the regional, we played at a high level. I haven't watched some of those games because I've been on to the next, and I'm excited in the offseason to take some time to watch those because to have that level of support, to have Lee Arena sold out, and not only sold out, but loud and really into the game, and just the energy for all three of those regional games is something I'll remember forever.
You personally, you don't want to look too far ahead, jinx anything, but just bringing Washburn to this point, going to Evansville, what would a continuation of the season mean to you as a coach?
Yeah, just selfishly, I just want more time with this team. These guys have been a lot of fun to be around, and I've enjoyed coaching them day in and day out. So, especially with our seniors, I just want a little more time with them. I'm really proud of what we accomplished. Told them that, you go there, you're going to want to enjoy the experience, but you really, really feel good about it if you can go win some games and cut down nets. So we'll be focused on that. This team, I believe, has what it takes to get that done. We know it's going to be hard, but I truly believe that we have the caliber of team necessary to go win a championship.
Teams of this magnitude all have go-to players, and while you can argue Washburn has a team full of them, transfer senior Jacob Hanna is oftentimes the guy Coach Ballard and the team looks to. Yet, if you never know the Wichita native is Ichabod, you never know that Ichabod's senior is the leading scorer, MIAA Defensive Player of the Year, and Central Region Tournament MVP. But off the court, teammates say the 6'3" guard is as humble as they come. But when the Arena lights switch on, you better get out the way because Jacob Hanna is one of the most relentless players in the country.
You look at the head of the snake, Jacob Hanna holds the helm up there, but he's just a super competitive guy. Off court, one of the nicest guys you'll meet. Always has a smile on his face, super nice, very direct, and then he gets on the court and you're like, oh, I was not expecting this. And that's how it first came, and it just kept getting more competitive and competitive as he went.
Still ahead, we'll reminisce on past championship teams, the Topeka kid who's paved the way for the Ichabods, a special senior class, and much more. Don't go anywhere.